Brantford needs to be protected. Young kids coming in, yeah, I'm pissed at them because there's no respect anymore. When I got in and when other people like me got in at the time that we did, you had to love professional wrestling to do it. I realize this. I get to redeem myself for any dumb shit that I've done in the past.
Jeff, I will take every piece of criticism that you have and maybe even deserve it. But when you see me in that ring, you damn well know I am exactly who I claim to be. I am exactly who I have always wanted to be. Jeff, I've seen who you really are. I've seen your past wrestling. I get the vibe that maybe wrestling broke your heart.
I was going to set the world on fire.
Chunk E Fresh!
I was going to change professional wrestling. That's the passion, that's the fire that I had inside of me.
I know that I've hit a nerve with you, Jeff, because you can genuinely see my passion for this. And it may not be your version of wrestling, but guess what? I love it, and I'm goddamn great at it.
I got gray in my beard. I'm 40 years old. I wouldn't change a goddamn thing.
Well, unfortunately for you, there will be no kumbaya. I will be bringing this street fight directly to your front door.
Everything that I preach inside this wrestling school, he is the exact opposite of. I feel like I have to not just protect wrestling in Brantford from him, I have to protect wrestling from Pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky is what is wrong with professional wrestling. He thinks he loves professional wrestling. He loves what he thinks professional wrestling is. Wrestling isn't smooching. Wrestling isn't parading your dick around for everyone to see. That's not wrestling, man. Wrestling is getting in the ring and fighting and having guts and having some pride in yourself and showing a little bit of courage.
I have never worked harder in the gym. I have never worked harder at trying to promote an event because honest to God, I want the entire city of Brantford to see what I'm going to do to you, Jeff, because you have taken shots at me. You've taken shots at the entire town. This is the home of live professional wrestling next week, Friday, August 26th. And this city needs a win, and I'm going to give them that win.
I don't want what you got. I got what is needed in professional wrestling. I got guts, I got courage, I got the willingness to go out and do what I gotta do to win. You don't stand a chance, man. You never did. And I said it before and I'll say it again. When I sucker punched you, it seems like a lifetime ago before the pandemic. When I turned around and I sucker punched you, god damn. If I could bottle that feeling I felt, I'd be a millionaire. I relive that moment over and over and over because it's euphoria comes over me, man. And when I finally stamp you out, when I kick your ass out of professional wrestling, I'll feel that feeling all over again.
There's a full page of messages that I can't remember. But there's one signed from Jeff Black when I was a 10-year-old child that I've never forgotten. This goes back a long way, Jeff. Fun fact, young Ricky Wilde, just a wee gaffer, going to local wrestling shows in Brantford as a child. And there's only a few things that I had. I had a head full of dreams that I couldn't quite control, and I had a belief in myself that sometimes bordered on to delusional. Well, quite frankly, there's only really one thing I ever wanted, and that was to be a wrestler, Jeff. Ain't it crazy that I god dang well did it? I took the steps, I put the work in, I moved away from home, I sold the things I needed to pay for the rent to go to wrestling school to learn how to be great. And then I took those skills on the road, I crossed countries, I crossed paths with stars, and I made those things happen. I even became the Brantford Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And the only thing I didn't do was put that title belt on my mother's kitchen table. My mother still lives in Brantford, Ontario. How in the world have I been able to do all of this, but the one thing that seems so easy to put the belt on the table, I haven't been able to do? That's what you stole from me. That's what you took from me, Jeff. So if I have to go through a street fight in front of all of Brantford, Ontario, then that's just another dream that I get to live.